Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for Tuesday, March 8th, 2016. I'm astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Now, I got a lot of quick things to say before we go into this big horoscope. Number one, today at 12 p.m. Pacific is my live show where I am doing a new moon solar eclipse ceremony. These are the best things at spiritualdancemusic.com, on my YouTube and or on my main Facebook. So please join us where we can all pray and join in a collective awesome ceremony together and boogie it on out too and pray and do some cards and talk astrology. Also, I have some new reading opportunities for people with different options now for readings at different new rates. So check that out at www.inclusiveastrology.com and check out my March 2016 horoscope. It is now available at my website or on the app store. But before we take a look at all the planets, let's take a look at the Leo King Planet Energy Meter to understand what all the energy is for your Tuesday, and I am sending you lots of great energy, lots of love and light on this solar eclipse Tuesday. And Tuesday is nothing but a Tuesday, is what I like to say, unless it's a solar eclipse Tuesday. And I'm putting the energy meter at the extreme position. Whoop, 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 whoop. We have got a huge solar eclipse happening in Pisces today. And this one is in the middle of a T-square. What does that mean? Oh, we have got a bunch of planets all making a big T. We got the Sun square Saturn. We've got the Sun opposing Jupiter exactly today. And when you add a solar eclipse to it all, we are looking at what the Jupiter and Saturn square is all about. And what is Jupiter and Saturn? Jupiter is about expansion and knowledge and growing and moving into the bigger horizon. But with this solar eclipse in Pisces and it squaring Saturn, are you moving into a horizon that's going to be hard as hell to make happen? Not one that's going to really open up the right things? Are your perceptions off? Are your beliefs off? Are you over really kind of believing in maybe something that isn't that realistic today? Are you trying to be somebody you know you can't be? The reason why I say this is a solar eclipse in Pisces. The delusional aspect is on high alert when it opposes Jupiter in the North Node in Virgo, which is trying to say in the horizon, are you looking at the truth of reality here, there, son? Are you really looking at that? Or you know, especially with Saturn squaring all this, and Saturn squaring Jupiter and Saturn squaring the South, or this solar eclipse, it's saying like, hey, sure, it's great to illuminate this next chapter in our life, but you know, are you going to put yourself in difficult decisions and difficult hardships and things that aren't really grown up? Are you ready to like take a back seat to the grown up aspect? Or are you going to go jump into something that's hard? The other aspect of this is, man, this is about growing up to bigger waters and to bigger things. And you know what? The people who make it to the big rounds, the big leagues, make big decisions that aren't easy and not very, you know, and especially with a sensitive Pisces solar eclipse, it's like, man, you got to do it when it's like so sensitive, you know, you got to make a hard decision and grow up and move to the next round and become a big league player when you're at the most sensitive, you know, when you got like, I'll say it. I was like, you know, it'd be like being a baseball player and going out there with some jock itch or something. You know, I'd be like, oh man, you know, or you know, like getting beamed without a cup, like oh, and having to go up and hit a home run. Like it's not that easy. Sorry. This is also Chiron, which is conjunct this solar eclipse. That brings more to the whole wounded aspect, you know. It's not that simple. It's not that simple when somebody beats you down and you got to face things. And I think that this is about facing unconscious, difficult positions to heal ourselves in ways that it's not going to be easy, but man, if you're willing to do it and you're ready to step into it, I think that there is major, major, major rewards on the other side of this if you are willing to do the work. Confusing though, but not so confusing when you look at reality. When you smack yourself in the face and you tell yourself this is real, and you, with Mars that believes anything right now, it's like Mars when it comes into Sag, it's like burp, we're gonna go to a war in Africa, let's go. And it's like, well, how are we gonna get there? I don't know, well, let's just go. It's like, okay, let's get the facts straight here, folks. Let's get a little bit real here, especially with Saturn and Sag. It's like, whoa, okay, Mars, I got to teach you a thing or two for the next, 6-7 months here, because now Mars has entered Sagittarius. And it's going to be in this area where Scorpio is and so forth with the retrograde, but Mars and Saturn are going to be hanging out in the same space for a long time, 6-7 months here. So our focus needs to be strong. And, are you trying to heal yourself too in a toxic way? With a toxic situation? Or it's not fun to do the pure thing. Trust me, it's not fun. You're talking to somebody who used to smoke a pack of cigarettes, used to smoke a bunch of weed. I used to do a bunch of crazy things, man. I used to just, and that was great, it was a great escape. But, gosh, sometimes doing the pure thing sucks. It's boring. It's not as fun. But you know what? I've been in a pure state for a long time, and if I can sit here and make you laugh and totally make myself laugh and totally live life and be crazy and weird, and I'm just that naturally, sometimes the pure state is the best because you have the ability to get all the great things that you want from toxic situations, but live in a pure sense in a pure world and have none of the negative and gross aspects that make it hard. I love you. I'm sending you the best. Card of the day is the High Priestess reverse. This is a very difficult card when it's reversed because we are not paying attention to our higher self. We are not listening to the angels. We are not listening to our higher self, and we are trying to go against it. It's almost like, here's God saying, like, do this, and it's like, F you. Not literally, maybe a little. But this card is about making sure that you're paying attention to what the guides are telling you and to listen to your guides powerfully and to make sure that you are not trying to go against them, but listen to their wisdom. And listen to the wisdom of your own self and not the delusional wisdom you're trying to tell yourself. Thanks so much. Get my March 2016 horoscope. Check out my new readings. And more importantly, I hope to see you at spiritualdancemusic.com or on my YouTube. You'll see it live streaming and on my Facebook, all at noon Pacific today. Thanks so much for all your support. I will see you tomorrow. If you have the app, theleokingapp.com, sign up now, $5.99 a month. Later.